Yo, we're back, episode 3, East Rosebud Studios, Long Island, Bahamas. I left off talking about my guide number 1, Frank, and some good shark fishing. So there's 3 other guides, and the next one I want to talk about really is, top tier. His name's Clyde Knowles. Maybe 40-ish, early 40s, got 10, 12, 14, 15 years into it, and this guy, who is not only an extremely good friend of mine, at least I think he is. I don't know what he thinks about me. It's one of them. He's kind of reserved type cat, and I'm wild and profane and passionate, and I don't know, but I love the guy, because he showed me how to bonefish. And this guy, Clyde Knowles, this fucker, he could see fish in the dead of fucking night. That's just the best way to put it. No matter what the weather is, if you on your day with him, you're gonna get shots at fish, no matter what. And I can only say that 2 out of 4 guides there. 2 out of 4, that's it. So getting the chance to fish with him, it's both the potential for quality, which is anywhere between a 5 and 8, 10 pound bone, or quantity, which is a kind of a slot fish that might be 17, 18 inches, 2 pounds average, something like that. So that's kind of what you're fishing for out there. And fishing with Clyde is such a great experience because he can be funny, he laughs easy, but he's all business at spotting fish for you. And again, getting back, that's what they do, right? He is just a absolute treat to fish with. So if you ever go to Long Island and you ever travel to Long Island with East Rosebud, man, you're going to get a chance to fish with Clyde. And, Clyde's going to show you shit. So I fished with Clyde for 2 days, and lucky that I'm able to do that. When you fish with us, you're going to rotate with guides. You're going to get everybody a day. Long Island's different because there's only 4 guides, so you got to do some, some scheduling at the end of the week. And I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna take Clyde for 2 days as the host because I love fishing with Clyde, and I had 2 great days with him, including just good bonefish days. Day 1, he really tried to get me that fish. We saw a few, and that means shots at credible 7 to 10 pounders that were coming in, and I cannot begin to tell you what it's like to see a fish from an uncastable distance coming and watch him, and that guide is immediately working the boat to get you in the best position to get a good cast to that fish. Right? Yeah. And there's so many ways to blow that shit up. It's just fucking humiliating.
They run through your mind.
It's funny you say that. But yeah, I'll tell you about that. But watching these fish and getting into that sink with the guide and plunking that bug and not slapping the water and spooking them and seeing them follow and seeing them nose down and fucking try to eat it. That's why I think I'm becoming, bonefish fancier. It gets you. And fishing with Clyde Knowles is, man, he's a fucking pro. He's Tom Brady on Long Island Flats, man. Yeah, he does it all. So Clyde's top tiers. He's a good friend. So the next guide is, man, this dude is so special to me because he was, for me, kind of hard to get to know a little bit. And again, you fish there a lot of times, you get to know these guys, and you fish more and more days with them, and it becomes personal, right? It isn't transactional. Every one of your days was fucking transactional this year.
Every one of them, yeah.
That's okay. That's all right. That's what it is. It's what it is. But so this gentleman's name is Jerry Cartwright. He's a big dude. I call him Jerry Bear. He's one of them, right? But he is just like Clyde in the sense that you're going to get a shot at more fish than anybody else sees them. And he's fun as shit. He's funny, and I can actually almost understand him. Clyde, I can't fucking understand at all. He's speaking English, but not my English. Bohemians are definitely, they got something on their English. Just the way they communicate. They're wonderful. But Clyde talks so fast and so I don't know what the fucker says. Like I said to Jerry, I said, "Hey, Jerry, you understand Clyde when he talks?" And he says, "Sometimes." Fucker speaks English, but right. So Jerry is funny, and Jerry is a great fish spotter, and Jerry is the first guide in my saltwater days that fucking got me on lemons. Didn't want to, but he did. And Jerry's Frank's son, so there's just a long history there of Cartwright. The name Cartwright in Long Island is as fucking generic as Smith is in Main Street, USA. Cartwright, yeah.
Everyone got it.
Yep, Knowles, Knowles, fucking common. Long Island was discovered by Christopher Columbus. Long Island has a unique spot. It is one of the planets. It has the second deepest blue hole in the fucking planet. A blue hole. You know what that is?
That's got to be the deepest in the ocean, right? Is that what you're talking about?
It's inland, meaning that it's not in the ocean. It's right on the edge of the surf. But it's a straight down 700-foot hole that's structured. That I don't know how wide it is. It might be 20 yards, 30 yards wide. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But 700 feet, you can get in that shit and not see the fucking light above you.
Yeah,
so that's
crazy.
Right. And it's a cool, unique spot. And I took my gal there, and that was like that. That again, seducing her with the blue hole. I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it worked, but it's a beautiful spot to go to, and we got a good vantage point on it. It was cool. It was cool to take her. That was that short day with Frank. So Long Island's got kind of a cool history to it, right? But the fishing part is really the big deal. And my days with Jerry were just God damn it, man. I wanted to stay another week and fish with the guy, because you do not go through big long periods without seeing him with him.
Yeah, he's putting you on him.
Putting me on him, giving me shots. So I love fishing with Jerry. Another reason to fish with the Smith Wells Lodge at Dead Man's Key. So then finally, the leader of this group of four and the leader of the Smith Wells Lodge is a gentleman by the name of Sammy Knowles. This guy is just same thing. Just I see him and we smile. He knows I'm going to bring him a group or two a year, and I just love my time with him. Sammy Knowles. Sammy's a great fish spotter. He is. He's probably almost 70, so it's not like Clyde and Jerry, right? Younger cats at the top of their game. But fishing with Sammy, still going to see some good fish, still going to work hard, and Sammy is probably the best wade fishing guide for bonefish I personally have ever fished with. I just don't wade fish a lot. I don't know if that's because I'm lazy or if I just benefit from the perch on top of a skiff so you can see them better. Huffing and puffing, testing your cardio, walking through quicksand. That whole thing is just, I'd rather be in the front of the skiff. And I've always been there with somebody that was willing to give up their time to let me have that. That's another dynamic to me fishing with a woman.
All the benefits.
I can assure you it ain't no benefit to them. I can tell you. Holy fuck. But I love to be up in the front. But if you fish with Sammy and you walked with Sammy, you're going to get a chance to be on some cool fish. And Sammy just has that game. He's also, he's a guy that comes in every morning and he'll bring a whole stalk of fresh bananas he just chopped off the tree in his front yard.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is. And the thing about Sammy is that in the other people that like I talk to, the other anglers that have been there, not in my group, but just in passing or whatever, they all refer to Sammy because he's just that type of guy that Sammy is just, these guides are super supportive to an angler who's fishing. Like their demeanor, their attitude, their positivity is like unwavering. I mean, you know, I fish with some saltwater guides that are basically calling you a little punk bitch.
Some people might need that, though.
No. No, they don't need that. No, they don't. Because this is why. Because with saltwater guides, there's an arrogance. Way less than I think you'll find in any of the arrogant trout guides. You know, I do. You know, they're fucking, you know, visor wearing, coke snorting fucking studs. That's my impression. I mean, not all of them, obviously, and none that I know, and none that I know. Right? I don't know any of that shit. That was all drama. I just fish. You know, the better the guide is, unless he's some just super humble cat. The reason that there's that arrogance and that demeanor with those guys is they know what they hold over you. You're fucking saltwater fishing. That ain't trout fishing. That's a dude or a dudette that wants to do something tougher.
Yeah.
Yep. And they know that the reward, if you pull it off, it means a fucking lot to you. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that sometimes
there's higher stakes. You know what I mean?
There's such higher stakes. And the other thing about it is that the guides at Long Island, they show them to you. They put you there within what you can do, or at least they try to. That's it.
Yeah.
There isn't, you fuck that up. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I told a guy that I like in Cuba a month ago, I told, hey, dude, chill out. I know I fucked that up, but chill out. You know, I mean, that's
it's like I'm already being hard on myself.
They're just, yeah, that's the
I'm
difference.
already mad after that.
These 4 guides on Long Island are unbelievable, and that matches their support of you when you're up there getting lots of shots and maybe not pulling them off. That to me is a good saltwater guide, because if you have any brain in your head, you know he did it by showing you that shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck else can he do? He can't cast that for you.
Yeah.
And with saltwater, it's harder because you got to lead them a lot of times close. There's just a lot of aspects to it that make it really tough. So getting a chance to fish with Sammy's reputation, how he's kept that cluster of guides together for 15 years, maybe longer. It's a pleasure to fish there. And we're going to fish there in late December and early January of 24, 25. And so give us a call here at the shop if you want to experience that with these men. And that's I wanted to talk about Long Island because I come away from that place like ready for anything. That's how much you benefit from fishing those flats. And if you like bonefish, it's as good as anything out there. All right?
It's awesome.
Got anything else to say?
No, not necessarily.
I don't either. I've already said too much.
Hopefully I can go on a trip with you.
I'd love to. Well, you keep supporting me on this. We'll definitely do that. We could do some fucking remote broadcasts that nobody's going to listen to.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's right.
It'd be fun for us though.
Correct. Well, this is fun for us.
Yeah,
Why do you think we're doing it?
Exactly.
All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Signing out. Peace.